This is a special interview we're having in place of Political Forum today, and if you're there listening, you can call us on 0777-777-965 to form part of the discussion. We're talking about the construction of hand pumps in different communities in Bond County. A very pleasant good morning and welcome. And of course, this is the time that we bring you Political Forum, but in place of Political Forum today, we bring you this special interview. We have of us a delegation here, of course, from the United States, headed by Mr. Don Borger. We have Dr. Abra Nelson, Philip Morford, Mrs. Susan J. Johansson, and Mr. David Pittman. They come from the Rotary Global Grant. And this delegation, of course, here in Liberia is headed by Mr. Augusto J. Flomo. And we're going to be talking about the visit of the delegation here in Liberia, looking at Bond County and some of their activities in Liberia. Currently, we understand there's this Liberian Children's Schooling Project, Northern Californians and Liberians. And we're going to be talking about these projects. We understand there's a package for the people of Bond County, but we already have our guests seated in Studio B. Let's cross over to them. Good morning to all of you and welcome to Radio Banga.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's indeed a pleasure to have all of you here this morning.
It's a pleasure for us to be here. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Augusto J. Flomo, let's just start with you. You're leading the team here. Could you give us an insight of your visit to Banga today with these members of the delegation from the United States?
Yes, thank you. We are here this morning in the interest of development in Bond County. Some time ago, the team you see here have been involved with Liberia, either directly or indirectly based on their individual connections they have to the country. We realized at some point that we had some need here, particularly looking at water and sanitation. So sometimes we started engaging and having some conversation around seeing the possibility of trying to talk to them, talk to our partners, talk to our friends, and see how we could all work together to bring some health and safety issues under control in the county. So from one thing to another, about 2 years now, we've been working on trying to finalize this project. Now we are grateful to God that today we have it at our hands, ready to be implemented. And so the team here has come to be on the ground. They are called the Vocational Training Team, the VTT, from the Rotary International Grant. And they all are from, of course, California area. And they're very enthusiastic, trying to make their own contribution to our country, particularly to the people of Bond County. So we have on the delegation, you have already called their names, different career people. We have people who are, for example, Dan is agroeconomist. Then we have someone who field is in the construction area, engineering. We have Dr. Nelson, who is also, of course, a medical doctor. We have Susan, who is a health administrator. And we have David, who is also a retired firefighter and also currently a construction engineer. So we have people from different background. And I didn't emphasize on also Phil. Phil is a well driller. He also got that specialty attached to this project. So the team is in our country.
Now, Mr. Dan Borger, could I say this is the same Mr. Borger who visited Bond County, the Banga City Corporation, last year?
Yes, we made this a sister city in my little town with Banga.
Okay, so You are back here in Bond County again. This time around, get involved with the water project. Could you just give us an insight as to what you want to do this time around?
Well, I saw the huge need when I was here before for clean water and the enthusiasm. We actually constructed a well last year, Aphrodite well, through my church project. And it was so received and so important to the people that those of us from a different culture a lot of times don't understand how important things like clean water is that we take for granted in the U.S. And so we were very excited as both Christian and as a Rotarian to see that changes in life. One of the individuals said, civilization has come to our village when we brought them a clean water project. And we know that so many things, everything from economy to schools, to children being able to attend schools rather than have to carry water, is so crucial. And so we've been there before and trying to help with some of the modern farming technology to increase food supplies and trucking and other things. And this was something that I think the people here made very clear to me is something that is very important, and that's why we're back for this project.
Now, let's talk to Dr. Albert Nelson. Why did you take a specific interest in water project for now in Bond County?
Well, to address why I'm in Bond County is Dan is a friend of mine for a long time, and he got me excited about coming to Liberia. The needs for clean water are extensive throughout the world, and Bond County has become a place of great interest to us because of our relationship with the Flomo family and the opportunity to serve them. The need for clean water is important because of its significance to health. If you look at your country, for example, and I'm addressing why we are interested in providing clean water, diarrhea-caused diseases is the 5th leading cause of death in your country, according to the World Health Organization. And that's sad enough to think that that's the cause. And we can get rid of most of that diarrhea disease with clean water and clean sanitation habits and clean hygienes. They'll resolve that. That becomes even more significant if you think the fact that if it's the 5th leading cause of death in this country, and then you realize that most of those deaths are children. So we're looking here to save the lives of children and their families as well. But it's that important that we could make an impact and reduce that significantly with clean water, clean hygiene, and sanitation techniques.
Now, Mr. Philip Muffle, let's see from where you come and visiting Liberia today, and you are about to get involved with a water project here in the country. What do you expect of your intervention if you complete all of these points that you taught interventions?
I expect to see water, clean water. I want to get clean water for all the little children. We're all part of the family of man, and we're all part of the family of God, no matter which way we worship. And it's important that we take care of each other, our brothers and sisters.
Okay, let's talk to the lady, Mrs. Susan J. Johansson. Welcome to Liberia, firstly. You are the only female amongst these men. What is your impression so far since your arrival?
Well, I have a wonderful impression of your country. My father lived here in the 70s for 4 years and helped put in phone lines. He was a world traveler, and after my father came home back to America, he talked for years about how much he loved Liberia. This is by far his favorite country in the world. So I wanted to come back when I got a chance, and that chance is now. I wanted to come back and make a difference in your country like my father did. For the women, I think it's important. We all, as women, care about our children. We care about our loved ones. And to get them fresh, clean water is important. I really want to stress how important it is to keep your hands clean. You know, when especially your newborn baby, not to transmit germs, which cause diarrhea. And I really want to talk to the women about keeping your hands clean. Midwives that are out in the villages helping deliver babies, how important it is to keep your hands clean, soap and water when you're helping deliver a baby so that they can live a long, full life. So that's my point right now to stress with the clean water.
Okay, Mr. David Pittman. Now, you two in the country and getting involved with this water project, could you just give us an insight as to how you got connected with Mr. Augusto J. Flomo and coming to Liberia today to form part of this water project here in the county?
Yes, I'd love to. And first, may I say, we received a gracious welcome from the Sinkor Rotary. I'm the other Rotarian on the team from Orville. I'm currently the president of the Orville Rotary, and it's amazing to me how the Sinkor Rotary is run so much better than my Orville Rotary. Being here and connecting through Dan and Rotary, many clubs in Northern California, we are their representatives that have contributed toward this, along with Rotary International, who has taken a new priority throughout the world for clean water. And this project is one of the first, especially with this vocational training team, to not just visit, but to actually put boots on the ground and make a difference. We're here to help you help yourselves. And that is the most important thing throughout the world for Rotary International. But at the same time, I also look for this country. I've learned more about this country in the last 30 days than I ever do in my entire life.
Let's see whether we can take our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is the name and from where you call?
I'm K. Director calling from Basa community. Especially water, which is life. Water is life. In the 70 BTC ADP, they constructed a hand pump in my village way in the 70. And since during the war, that hand pump was damaged. Up to now, the people drink water from the swamp. Especially during the dry season, they had to go and dig in the swamp to get drinking water. So I'm very much impressed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Freedom.